I can keep going now that you got my brain going, because there's so many. I am a musician at heart, so it's hard for me to just give you 5 that will soundtrack my life. Song number 1, I'd say Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye, Marvin Gaye's version. I think that just my earliest memories of hearing music, I think of the California Raisins. I can think of my record player my mom had for me, and the vinyl cover with the California Raisins on it, and Marvin Gaye's name. That's my earliest memory of music resonating with me. 2 would be, this is such a hard question. 2, I would say Donny Hathaway, For All We Know. I think that was a moment, hearing that song, that I think for me was a moment, and I mean obviously A Song for You was the first thing I heard of Donny Hathaway, but the first one that really resonated with me was For All We Know. It's just the depth of what he was saying, and it was so compelling in the pain of the unknown future, and to ask to be present in this moment with how we feel about each other. That this is all we can maintain right now and should care about, and that resonated with me. And the passion in his voice. I knew when I heard his voice, Donny Hathaway's voice, I knew I wanted to sing. I wanted to move people in such a way. 3 probably be Silk, Freak Me. It's a memory I can have being in camp and watching all of the staff members, listen. Obviously, they were listening to this music, and they were, moving and dancing and grinding to this music, and the song is such a hit, and it just moved me. I wanted to sing it too, and I knew how it got people going. It's such a hit, so that's something that stays with me. Freak me. Imagine a 10-year-old trying to sing that, or a 9-year-old. I don't even know how old I was then. 4th would be Joe. All the Things Your Man Won't Do. I think just the vocal acrobats, backs of it. I don't know. Joe is just a phenomenal singer, and that song, there was so many levels to it, and it challenged me as a vocalist. That's where I anchor myself into. 5. I'm gonna add to this number, because now you're making me think, and I can't just not say these things. So 5, I would definitely say any of the songs from 5 Heartbeats. Any of that just shaped me in so many ways. I was every artist. Like, I feel like my voice really became, I was trying to sing like every one of them, right? And I know it's not a real group in a sense, but they're real to me. 6 would be D'Angelo, Voodoo. D'Angelo in general, Brown Sugar. Like, I wasn't a hip hop kid. That's the closest I got to hip hop that really resonated with me as far as Brown Sugar goes. And then when Voodoo came out, I was 8th grade, 9th grade, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that for sure. Like the warmth, the vibe, his vibrato was just something that just motivated me. I started to grow my hair and do push-ups then. I remember that. That's when I really started doing push-ups. So I'm not gonna stop. I said 6, 7. I got to put Prince up in there. When I found Purple Rain, when I found it, because I've always seen it, always heard it, but as a kid it scared me, and it was just so different. But when it finally found me, here I am. I knew that's who I am. I'm not alone in this world. That's what I knew. That's when yeah. I can keep going now that you got my brain going, because there's so many. I'm a musician at heart, so it's hard for me to just give you 5 that will soundtrack my life. I mean, because I can go to B2K and nobody's gonna even understand that. But when B2K came out, that was just like, you gotta understand, being in school, that was like the hottest thing ever. And also being in a boy group myself, we all looked to these guys and like they were doing it, and they had great songs. That Gots to Be record, that was everything. I could keep going, but I'll stop. Tank. Oh, when I heard Tank's voice, first time I heard Tank's voice on the radio, Maybe I Deserve, I thought he was a heavy set dude. Now at this time, my voice had changed, it had matured, and I couldn't sing the way I used to sing, because I used to sing all Michael Jackson high stuff. And then it changed over a summer, and I was really depressed about it. And when I heard Tank's voice on the radio, I knew I had a space, because it was such a well-rounded, big voice with such range. And yeah, I could keep going, but I'm gonna stop right there.